Welcome back to our 3D custom design tour. Today we're going to build this 30 by 31 by 14 metal building. I had a customer call in and they were looking for a paint booth. And I thought it was interesting, and they were kind of going back and forth between two different sizes, a 30 wide and a 24 wide, and I kind of want to go through and design this building from scratch and show you guys the difference between the two buildings and also explain the difference between the truss systems. So hit subscribe down below, hit that bell notification, that way you get notified each time we actually do one of these videos, so you can watch each one of them if you're interested. And so let's get building here. So we're going to start from scratch with this building. We're going to change some sizes first. I usually go up and talk about the roof, but I want to look at the different sizes here. So let's start with the size that we end with. So you can see here with the truss system on a 30 wide. Now with this particular manufacturer, a 30 wide is a breaking point. So if you go over 30 wide, which we've talked before, it's a different truss system. But another breaking point below 30 is 24. So I want to show you the difference. You can see this truss or this bow has these supports welded in. And then when we go down to 24, it's a completely different truss system. So anything over 24, you're going to get that other style of truss where it actually has the supports welded in. This support and these supports aren't welded in, they're actually bolted in at assembly. So this is more of a bow style truss. There's no welded cross members in this truss system. So that is the biggest difference with these buildings. And of course there is a cost difference with it because of the size. So you would have a cost difference on the size of the building, but also this customer wanted to mount it to a concrete slab. So because your square footage is bigger, you are going to have more cost on the concrete slab as well. And also if you were going to insulate this building, you'd have more square footage that you were insulating, so there'd be more cost there. So let's start with the size that we ended up with, which is the 30. So 30 by 31, again 31 is the roof measurement from front to back, and we have 6 inches on each end. So what that does is it makes our footprint 30 wide, and then from front to back 30 long. So it does say 30 by 31 by 14, but the footprint is a 30 by 30 and then 14 tall at the eave, or the leg or wall height. So we want to enclose this building completely, because this person was going to use it as a paint booth. So we're going to show it as that person, that customer that called in, what they were wanting it to be. Close that. Let's enclose the ends. Again, I'm always going faster than what the program wants to go. Okay, so now we're fully enclosed. Now let's change the color so you can see the color of this building as we change it. We were going to do dark gray or Quaker gray on the roof, white trim, which is popular with gray, and then light gray on the walls. Okay, so here is our enclosed structure. Now we're going to go to additional options and change this to vertical. You know me, I always like the vertical sides. The biggest difference is you do get the cross members on the legs, so it is more of a framed-in structure. A couple reasons for that. Then the structure is actually free from the corrugated metal, so this is just cladding. But we do need those cross members to bolt the corrugated metal or the cladding onto the building to create our walls. Okay, so now we're going to go to doors, and we're going to do a door on the gable end, and we're going to do the 12 by 12 certified because this is a certified building. I'm going to go ahead and certify that, and then we're going to place a walk-through door here on the side so they can walk in and out of their paint booth. And there we go, pretty simple building. I do want to go over one more thing that this customer had asked about. He had asked about fully insulating this building. Obviously, they want to keep it some sort of temperature control in this building. because it is going to be a paint booth, so they're going to want to keep their moisture and their temperature at a certain level, so that way their paint dries at a certain rate to get the best quality of paint job. We have a couple different types of insulation for these buildings. We have double bubble, which is a radiant barrier that has a bubble wrap type material to it, attached to it. What that does is it keeps this building from sweating. It will give it some sort of climate control. It really doesn't have enough an R value to say that it does have an R value. If you're wanting an R value, our woven R17 would be what you would want to grab. It is also a radiant barrier, and it has a foam component to it that goes between the corrugated metal and the framing. That way this building is insulated. And you can actually select to insulate just the roof, or you can do all the walls as well. And this tool, our 3D tool here, the Ultimate Metal Building Digital Designer, will actually price that out for you as you select those. So you can do double bubble, you can do woven, or you can select not to insulate it. I'm going to select not to insulate it because this customer actually talked about spray foaming this building. Now you really want to check with a spray foam contractor on cost per square foot, also on what actually you have to do to prep before and after that spray foam. A lot of our customers do spray foam these buildings, but you want to make sure whatever use you're using it for, they're using the proper type spray foam and any kind of dressing that may have to go over that spray foam as well. So this is our building, a 30 by 31 by 14. It is a paint booth for our customer. And if you got any questions on this, just put them down in the comments below. If you know someone looking for a metal building like this, you can like or share this video with them. Otherwise, you can go to mondohomes.com. That's MONDOHOMZ.com, and you can take a look at our website there, or you can call us if you're wanting to schedule an appointment to get a live custom 3D design. You can call 573-375-5753. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.